The Young and the Restless, the uncertain paternity of Audra's baby. In Genoa City, where every relationship is layered with complexity and every decision can lead to unexpected consequences, Audra finds herself at the center of a profound and unsettling mystery. The night that was supposed to be filled with romance and joy with Kyle took a drastic turn when Audra began experiencing severe nausea and anxiety. Unbeknownst to her, these were early signs of pregnancy. A night of realization. Audra, never having been pregnant before, was initially clueless about the symptoms she was experiencing. She dismissed her nausea as mere stress or perhaps something she ate, but as the symptoms persisted, her anxiety grew. Kyle, noticing her discomfort, expressed his concern. "Audra, are you okay? You don't look well," Kyle said, his voice filled with genuine worry. Audra, trying to downplay her symptoms, forced a smile. "I'm fine, Kyle. Maybe it's just nerves or something." However, deep down, Audra couldn't shake the feeling that something significant was happening. As the evening progressed, her symptoms worsened, and the thought of pregnancy began to creep into her mind. But there was one burning question she couldn't escape: who is the father of her baby? The question of paternity. Audra's life had been intertwined with three men around the same time: Tucker, Nate, and Kyle. Each had shared intimate moments with her, making the question of paternity even more complicated. Audra herself was uncertain, and the fear of the unknown weighed heavily on her. After a visit to the doctor confirmed her pregnancy, Audra returned home with the ultrasound results in hand. She sat alone, staring at the paper, feeling a mix of emotions: joy, fear, confusion. She couldn't bring herself to share the news with anyone until she had some clarity. Narrowing down the possibilities. As days turned into weeks, Audra knew she had to take steps to determine the father of her child. Conversations with Tucker had left her feeling that he might not be the right person to raise a child with. Nate, on the other hand, had always been a reliable and supportive figure in her life. And then there was Kyle, who, despite the tumultuous nature of their relationship, had always shown a deep sense of responsibility. Kyle and Nate both approached Audra, insisting on a DNA test to ascertain the baby's paternity. They needed to know, and they deserved to know. "Audra, we can't leave this in the dark. We need to know who the father is," Nate said, his tone firm but caring. Kyle added, "I'm ready to take responsibility if it's mine. But we need to do this the right way." Audra agreed, understanding the necessity of the test, but the process was emotionally taxing. She feared the results, not just for herself but for the potential impact on everyone involved. Kyle's dilemma. As the days of waiting for the DNA results passed, Kyle found himself in a difficult position. He had a relationship with Claire that he valued deeply, but the possibility of becoming a father with Audra complicated everything. Kyle was a man of integrity, always ready to face the consequences of his actions. But how would he break the news to Claire? And would he leave her to be with Audra and their potential child? One evening, Kyle sat down with Claire, his heart heavy with the impending conversation. "Claire, there's something we need to talk about," Kyle began, his voice trembling slightly. "Audra might be pregnant, and there's a chance the baby is mine." Claire's eyes widened in shock, her face a mixture of disbelief and pain. "Kyle, what are you saying? Are you telling me you were with Audra?" Kyle nodded, feeling the weight of his actions. "It happened before we got serious. But now, I need to be there for her if the baby is mine." Claire struggled with her emotions, trying to process the information. "So, what does this mean for us?" Kyle took her hands in his. "It means I have to take responsibility, but it doesn't mean I want to leave you. I care about you, Claire, and I want to work through this together." The impact on relationships. As the day of the DNA test results approached, tensions were high. Audra, Kyle, and Nate all awaited the news that would shape their futures. Each had their own hopes and fears, but the truth was inevitable. When the results finally arrived, Audra held the envelope with trembling hands. She opened it slowly, her heart racing. The answer inside would determine the course of her life and the lives of those around her. A new beginning or continued uncertainty. The DNA results revealed that Nate was the father of Audra's baby. The revelation brought a mix of relief and new challenges. Nate, though surprised, stepped up immediately, vowing to support Audra and their child. Kyle, though not the father, remained a steadfast friend, offering his support where needed.